Good evening. Welcome to the June 3rd Special Utility Commission meeting. Call this meeting to order. Matt, could we have a roll call, please?
Finkler,
Here.
Rule,
Here.
Curtis,
Here.
Hammer,
Here.
Sanderson, here, Handler,
Here.
Tome is excused.
Thank you. This meeting has been properly noticed for the open meeting requirements. Could I have a motion to, or first of all, any amendments to tonight's agenda?
I move to approve tonight's agenda.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. No one's present for the public comment for this evening, so we'll move on to new business, which is consider and take action on the award of a quote to Transfluid Services in the amount of $20,100 for the oil processing at Substation 3.
There's a memo in the packet from Forster Electric that kind of explains the situation better than I can. I can try and summarize. But what the summarization of the memo is, there's a leak in the low voltage bushing. And so what this is the, to reseal and then, I'm gonna forget the terminology here. But what this process does is it ensures when they start the substation back up, that we don't have the risk of damaging the transformer, that if there was water in the oil. So it makes the transformer safe to re-energize and operate, and if we didn't do this, we'd run the risk of potentially damaging the transformer, which is a much larger cost to replace.
Any questions?
Move we spend $20,100 to Transfluid Services to repair our transformer.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any questions? If not, oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, sorry. Thank you, though.
Could we have a roll call, please, Matt?
Rule,
Aye.
Curtis,
Aye.
Hammer,
Aye.
Sanderson,
Aye.
Handler, Finkler.
Aye.
Motion carries. Moving on to the second item on the agenda, which is for information only, and that is discussion on unit price contracts.
Yeah, I think the intent of this was to kind of get this on your radar. It'll be on the next agenda. We've talked about this 2 meetings ago. They all run together, maybe the last meeting, but we've talked about this recently. They've put this out to bid. There are the low bid, as they've kind of calculated the planned or anticipated work and have identified a low bid provider. So the for the overhead work, it would be Jolma Utilities, and for the underground, the low would be MP Systems. And so I think the intent of putting this on was to make you aware that this will be coming in 2 weeks at the regular meeting, and to just see what questions there may be, so that I can work with staff and with Forster to anticipate questions or have information available for you.
Jeff?
So I was reading through this and trying to figure out more precisely what is multi-year overhead facility installation
Jack,
versus
this is
the normal.
So
work
this
that
is
we do.
related to the presentation Forrester made 2 meetings ago, when they went through the overall electrical plan and the,
So this is part of the 4 kV to 12?
that's, yes. And what that whole, just to synopsize for those that are listening, paying attention from home or in the audience, each year the utility has done a small conversion project. And what Forrester's presented and what staff have presented is essentially trying to contract out that work and get it done at once, as opposed to staggering that work over many years. The belief is that the cost of doing the remaining work at one time is going to be cheaper than doing small segments each year for a number of years. And then it provides, and I'm at the length here of my knowledge, but my understanding, by getting that conversion process converted over, it sets us up for better reliability. It also makes us a little more positioned better for growth, as it addresses, and Joe knows this way better than I do, but the reliability of our infrastructure.
Reliability is the big thing, just trying to tie subs together to pick up areas of town that may not be able to be picked up otherwise with the current structure as we have it. So, make a loop. Yep.
When you say reliability, you're talking about 2 points of access of electricity for various parts of town, is that what you mean?
Yeah, yeah. And part of that discussion, if you recall, last time was also with working a deal with American Transmission to get our area with sub 4 in a loop position so that we're not all radial fed, so.
Any other questions? Thank you, Matt. That being said, I'll take a motion to Molly?
I'll move to adjourn.
Yes.
Move to adjourn.
Moved. Thank you. There's a second.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. We are adjourned.